And we're off. Set my light up on this bad boy right here to catch him all sorts of food. He didn't know what to do. He got overwhelmed and ended up hiding. But lots of bugs out this morning. I am itchy as all get out. Headed into Duncannon today. I think we're about a dozen miles away. Duncannon doesn't really have much to offer as far as lodging. I think the only thing is an old rundown bar. That's way overpriced because it's your only option. So we're exploring our options. Maybe hitch into another town or something where the rates are more affordable. But I need to scrub all of my skin off. Start over. It's itchy. There's a wasp thing in here with the longest tail I've ever seen. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Look at that tail. What is that, like solid 3 inches? Is that a parasite coming out of it? I don't even know. What's up with you, buddy? What's that coming out of your butt? I think it's part of him. I don't know the name of that bug, but that's about the biggest one of those I've ever seen. Day 125. Weird phenomenon. See that spot right there? That is the peephole hitting the mirror and coming back over here. If I cover up the peephole, it goes away. Crazy angle. Alright, let's go get free breakfast. So we went to the breakfast that the hotel offers, and they have one of those machines that poops out pancakes. It's only the second one I've ever seen, but it was pretty fucking ghetto in there, man. Kids playing around all over the place. There were no paper plates left. I mean, breakfast has only been going on for an hour, and they were already out of everything. Their pancake machine was down. Somebody shoved toast inside of it. Fucking kids. So we're like, screw all that, man. I grabbed a cup of coffee from them, but it's a tiny cup of coffee. It didn't even fill up this whole thing all the way. But there's a diner right up here, so that's what we're gonna do. Just as we were going to sleep. What the hell is going on out here? Oh, the place is on fire. They're banging on the door. We gotta go. Half of our shit was left up in the room. We got half of it on our backs right now. Trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Oh, here might be the problem. Alright, well at least we don't have to worry about our shit burning. It's all under control at this point. The shit's getting wild. We got people passing out or something. Somebody just dropped to the ground over there. Everybody's running over. I think they just passed out from excitement. But we got like engines with big old ladders on them coming in all over the place. There's a third engine coming in on this. It's all coming from right in there. They're setting up ladders. They already got one up in here. They're storming the castle. I realize there's stairs right there and right around the corner over here. They're going all the way to the roof with this one. It's a party. Yeah. They're breaking out the big old ladder on that one, deploying the foot on the truck. I'll keep you informed. I don't think we know where the fire's at yet. There's water streaming out of the corner. Are ready for it wherever it is. We're gonna kick that fire's ass. We were gonna drop a little acid tonight. We were debating on it or not, and we decided not to. And yeah, we're doing tripping right now. If anything happens, I'll be back. Okay, retracting ladder. I guess everything's dying down now. Don't know what happened, but at least it didn't happen in my room. The other side of the building where we were staying is also filled with stuff. I did not know this. We were like, hey, maybe we sneak back into our rooms. Nobody will notice, but this place is surrounded. Okay, seems to be winding down. People passed out all over the place, screaming, ah, my chest, I'm having heart pains and whatnot. So I don't think there was much to do around here other than the people having problems dealing with all the excitement. Behold. Poop me out a pancake. Was it pancakes? I'm gonna need like 20 of them. Day 126. So it is a pretty nice day. I'm gonna hang out over here in the church pavilion just because it tells me to keep out and have a little safety meeting while I wait for 12. She wants to go do some sightseeing shit today downtown, so we're gonna go hop the bus and go there. We're gonna stay yet another night. But she says downtown's really beautiful. She's all excited for it. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I ain't doing anything, so yeah. I mean, I could go out walking, but it's supposed to be oppressively hot again today. Yeah, and possibly storms later on tonight, which I'm kind of excited for. Storms are way better when you're inside looking out. Oh, well, yeah, I'm a bit tired. I'm at that. I was up kind of late last night, that whole, fire thing. Turns out it was a microwave. They say they weren't using it. I'm just listening downstairs while I was having my breakfast. And they said it just went off. I doubt it. They probably put something stupid in there and passed out. You know, this is a very low class kind of hotel place. That's why I'm here. It makes them cheap. But yeah, so evidently microwave was the whole thing. And then somebody got bit by a dog while in all the commotion, and then somebody else passed out, and somebody else had chest pains. So you had paramedics running around dealing with all that shit at the same time. Comical. But anyway, let's see if we can get downtown. For some reason, this yard has a crap ton of wasps or hornets. I'm not sure what they are, but they're big.
Oh, damn, they're huge.
Yeah. There's a lot of them. I don't know why, just this house. We've walked by it twice now. Benefits of this tree. They decorated this poor thing like a horror. Look at all the bauble things hanging out. There's lights up. It's all the way to every tip of every branch. Leave this poor tree alone. It's hot as balls out here, man. I have never had a good time doing the touristy thing. It's always chicks that get you to do it, but you know, I've never been like, hey, let's go walk around a city. I mean, I don't understand it. And they all pretty much look the same. They all smell the same. Never been into it. Hey, let's go walk around a city. Small town people do that though. She's from Vermont. They don't have real cities there. Population of Vermont is like the size of a tiny tiny Arizona town. I think they have like 600,000 people in their entire state. So she considers this like a big city. I was like, no, it's a really big city, but I guess if you're from Vermont, it is. From one extreme to the other. Coming down so silently though. I mean, it looks like a lot, but it feels muted. Oh. Day 127. Okay, we're finally leaving this place. Made myself a sign. Duncannon Post Office. Just, you know, be honest, keep everything on the reels. Yesterday, let's see, we went and we did the whole downtown thing. It was hot as hell. Came back and we decided we've been carrying around this acid for a month or more. We got it a trail day. Somebody gave it to us. Who was it? Single wide. Thanks, man. Oh my God, it hit hard. So we just had a hedonistic day and just stayed inside because it was hot as fuck until it started raining everywhere. I don't know, man. It's not going to be an easy hitch. But that's what we did all day yesterday. We did absolutely nothing. Well, we did a lot of stuff, but, you know, nothing productive, I guess. No, it was fucking productive. I feel great. The weather is much nicer today. It's only in like the 80s instead of the 90s. And for what I put my body through last night, because it went for like 12 hours, man. Whew, we just split one. Gel tab. Wow. I had a great time. Alright, so let's see if we can get to Duncannon. Since it is not a straight shot into Duncannon from where we're having a hard time. We've been out here for like 20 minutes. I got a girl with me and a sign and still no luck. But luckily nowadays there's Uber and she has it on her phone. So for the low price of $20, which I guess isn't too bad. Yeah, I do like the hitch thing. It's a good experience, you know, and spreading positivity around. They feel good for doing a good deed. I feel good because they did me a good deed. Hey, tell them a few stories, entertain them along the way. Everybody's happy in the end. But this is quicker. And I want to get back to the trail. Got to at least make a few miles. But it was really nice riding out a double zero in a hotel room. During some hot ass days and a stormy ass night. I mean, we got plenty of storms to come. That we do, but we can't hide forever. But hell, at least it's not a bajillion degrees today. I'm only mildly moist at worst, not all sweaty and gross yet. So just standing here trying to figure things out, this nice gentleman comes by and he says, I saw you guys standing here for quite a while. Would you like a ride in? Awesome. So we didn't even have to do the Uber. Ruby. So that's Joe. Awesome, dude. He came by, picked us up, took exactly where we needed to go, gave me a little safety supply. Yeah, great conversation. He hikes. I mean, he's well, we got that in common. He's like, I hike, but I don't hunt. He's like, I kayak, but I don't fish. I was like, oh no, I'm kind of the same way, man. I like being outdoors, but I don't like hurting nothing. I'll still eat the fuck out of some meat, but I can't kill it myself yet. All right, so we were at the post office. This is where we left off. Let's get high and go for a walk. It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, the streets are all ours. Look at this. It's almost empty out here. So we gotta stop by a place, gear store, see if they got some insoles for 12 feet. Go back to the post office, maybe mail a little bit of stuff home. I got too many batteries now. Pretty sure I mentioned it, but Wing It gave me his 20,000 milliamp. And then 12 had another 5,000 milliamp that she just had sent to her. So now I've got like, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 batteries. That's too many. So I'm going to send home one of the 20s. I'm going to keep the 6, the 5, and I'm pretty sure it's a 20 that I brought out of here. They don't have it written on them anywhere. I've checked. I'm just assuming it's a 20. But that means I can send home a big old brick. And probably that 360 camera. I'm still carrying it, but I haven't used it. It makes for an excellent flagpole, so I'll keep that. None of on the camera itself home. Nice town. They got a little bit of everything going on about this town in here. But they got the Statue of Liberty in the center. Now, I didn't get to see it, but 12 saw it on the way by. But looking at the map, I see the way the bridges are. Maybe we walk right by it, but there's a lot of bridges going on here, so I don't know. I see 3 of them on this thing alone. I'm guessing from the top of something I won't see anything because there'll be trees everywhere. But groovy stuff, man. And we're off. We're back on the trail. It's hard to tell because it looks like everything else, but there's a blaze on that telephone pole. Hey. That's house number 227. That's my lucky number. Today has been a gorgeous day so far. I feel good to be walking. I get this weird pain down my left leg, but you know, it's new. I'll give it that. I got this real squirrely looking vein. It looks like a giant worm under my skin going down my left leg. And I think it's that hurts, but I've never had a vein hurt, so it probably doesn't. It's just in my mind. But it's new. It's there. It shoots down my leg every once in a while. I'll just walk it off, alright? Don't be a sissy, just walk it off. Very sleepy day in this town. There's not much going on anywhere. And it's a Thursday afternoon, not the most exciting day of the week, but still, there's very little life going on anymore. I kind of like it. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find water on our way out. I mean, there's water, but getting to it's kind of a pain. So we're probably just gonna go up this thing, get our water up there somewhere. But you know, we got a few bridges and a little bit of a climb and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's nowhere. We found 2 faucets on the outside of businesses, but the water was turned off on both of them. So, no bueno. Before the second bridge, we found a way down to the water over here. There's a little park right here we can sit at and filter. And a way down to the water over here. Probably not the best water to be drinking because, you know, it's right next to a city. But, hey, it's water. I've drank worse. Oh, not a single spider on it today. This thing had hundreds upon hundreds last time. At least we got a shoulder. We won't be on long. Trail's right there. Across the tracks, up into the trees. Looks like there's a nice blue blaze leading straight up the side of the trail. All the comments said definitely take it, so I'm gonna listen to the comments. Back home. Blue Blaze is definitely steep, but it's rather well manicured. We just talked to some people going southbound, just day hikers, and they said that there was a trail crew out here working on it as we speak. I imagine maybe some trees went down last night. Ooh. The storm got powerful, but for a limited time, and we definitely weren't the center of it. Look like we are on the edge. Okay, we approached the first shelter. I'm gonna go down there for water because there's not water for quite a while. Now there is another shelter / water source in like 6 miles or so, maybe a little more. But I don't know. I did just take 3 days off, or 2.5, but close enough. But at the same time, I kind of, did some pretty hardcore drugs during that time, so I'm not 100%. Should I stay or should I go now? Let's see how nice the shelter is. I think I'm going to push on. It's mostly flat miles. More than likely a little rocky. This is Pennsylvania. But it's only both 100 up and down every mile for the next 7 miles or so. That sounds pretty easy. So I believe I'll be moving on, but my mind might change after a safety meeting or two and just sitting on my duff for a minute. So far, not great spots. I already can tell you I'll probably be moving on. Very basic shelter. Wonky picnic table. Yeah, and a walk to the water. So even though I was sitting on my duff for a few days, I did manage to do a little bit of stuff. I attached a couple flashlights to me in different ways, so now they don't bounce or fall off. They're easily accessible. I like having multiple flashlights. My water bottle holder, I reattached that using something different. It was on like a rubber band cord before, So it kind of had some bounce to it as I walked. So I just replaced that cord with some paracord, strapped it to my chest, and now it fits under my left armpit pretty well. Simple improvements, but it's all about making everything a little more convenient. And my big flashlight, it was kind of hanging in a spot. I had to replace the line it was hanging on a couple of times because it kind of, from its swinging motion, cuts through line. So I just popped a hole in my bag, and now I can run part of it through there and it stays in place very secure. And so far I haven't accidentally hit the button, but it happens often enough where I put my pack down and I notice it's flashing SOS at me or something. Or it's just hit one, well, there's just one big button on it. I probably could have sent some flashlights home. I did think about it, but most of them I have are very tiny, so they don't take up any room or considered weight. And the one on my chest, yes, I don't use it very often, but I enjoy being able to use it. I think that flashlight's going to be part of my standard kit. Like that I carry bear spray with me. Even though bears aren't real, man. There's no such thing. At least none to be concerned with out here. But bear spray is part of my kit. I'll carry it everywhere from now on. That's where we were. The nuts. It's been nice, mostly flat ridge walking. You got to be a little concerned with ridges, especially out here in Pennsylvania, because ridges are where they keep the rocks. It's really well maintained. Look at that shelf. That's pretty badass. So we have decided to stay where we are at. We're a little low on water to camp here, but it's a nice spot. It's big rocks. That's Camp Crawler over there. We're gonna hang out here, just down and relax. We're like 5-ish miles from town. That's good enough for us for first day. And still 6 miles to the next water source. So we will be leaving here a little thirsty, but we'll be leaving here in the dark, so no big deal. 6 miles passes right by in the dark. Mostly flat terrain. Easy peasy. So since we're low on water, I made a low water dinner. I took one of my lunches. These things are pretty great. They make me fart, but I really enjoy them. I'll mix that with a ramen, because you can cook a ramen with about a half cup of water. Mix them together, throw them on a tortilla. Dinner is served.